Okay, I'm gonna try and do this from this angle. I'm working on I'm working on the double reverse. So I thought I'd try to get it on video a little bit, this last part. Little arm anxiety reaching over the top of this flap. How do the name flap? I really don't like that. Front cover. That could work. It's hot. Working my way up. The other side's already done. Oh man, and then we're getting really close. It'll just be the front, the webbing. I mean, that's pretty much it. Yeah. It's crazy. I was just looking at it this morning. I cut the fabric on the 2nd of September. And today is the 8th of September. So I've paced myself a little bit more than I did on that bag. On the last bag that I made. The last bag I did it in about 3 days. I pretty much didn't stop. But this bag I've taken some breaks in between. It is nice. If I did a bag, let's see. If I took, how many days? So there's 30 days in a month. So let's say 7. So if I took 7 days to make a bag, I could make maybe 4 bags in a month. When I say 7 days, yeah, I mean, you know, to try to do it in a sustainable pace. And then if I got a machine that could do the inside stitching, the initial long stitches, then yeah, that would be no problem. But 7 days to do one bag, I think that's about right. I mean, I will say, I kind of think that as much as I would want to do three bags a month, completely hand sewing, I don't know how sustainable that is for very long. I mean, I just think about this bag, for example. When I'm done with this, I mean, it would be nice to take a few days off, you know, and then I'll want time to go camping. I'm not going to be able to do this out while I'm out camping. That would be pretty cool if I could, but I really need a stand-up sort of desk to do it. These long ones like this, after sewing for 3 days, I mean, it's tiring. It is very difficult. Very, yeah, I would say I'm getting a little tired. But, you know, a little tired, that's okay. I don't want to stop. That's for sure. I think it's more of an excitement that it's going to be done. You know, you sort of get closer and you're excited for it to get there. But then, you know, you don't want it to. Once you get there, you're like, oh, okay, now it's over. And so really, one thing I tell people that are going to come stay with us in Goa at the retreat center, I always say, once they've booked, especially if they book like any time out, I always say, you know, enjoy these next months or weeks of anticipation. I don't know. I really like anticipation. Anticipating, like knowing something's gonna happen and anticipating it. It's kind of a fun thing to do, especially if it's something you want to do. And then I mean, kind of along the same lines that the sort of the Buddhists talk about, you know, the death meditation. You should meditate on death. I mean, that's sort of an anticipation of your own death. And to, you know, yeah, looking forward to it. The experience of going from living day to day, every day for so many years to, you know, the transition of not doing that. I mean, that's pretty wild. That's something to look forward to, I would say. I mean, that's a trip. Talk about a one-way ticket. I'm watching one of these couples on YouTube that are trying to be DJs together. This became kind of popular. There's been quite a few of them that really took off. And it seems like some of these new ones are trying to copy them. Yeah, copying is funny because it's a little tricky because you need to have, you can't just copy really unless you're very, very good at executing. But then, I mean, the passion. Most people need a little passion to make something good. And if you're just sort of copying somebody because it seems like a formula that'll work, it's probably not going to work so good usually. I guess you never know if you don't try. Almost. Just a few more. This new technique I have for doing this is working really well. It actually makes it way easier. Putting this and keeping it straight up and pulling, having some weight in the bag and keeping it tight. Yeah, it's working really nice. First time I've done it this way. It is another beautiful day here in Portugal. Blue skies and sunshine. I wonder what kind of thread most of these bag makers are using. I don't think they really mention it on the specs. I don't remember seeing it anyway. I guess it's not that important. I mean, even if it's not that important to you or to someone, there are still options. So the question is, you know, what did they choose? What are they choosing? I feel like I would have to go with something like this. If I knew this existed, couldn't go with nylon. I mean, again, I think probably they go with a polyester. Polyester seems to be a good combination of strength and durability. All right, that's it. All right, the flap sides are done. Amazing. Wow. It's coming together. All right, so the next is to cut a piece for the front. It's a big piece. cut it a little longer. I'm gonna have to cut a new piece. .32, so I need to cut it maybe 34. 34. And then three. All right. Let's see. This workbench is actually quite big, but yeah, I've got so much stuff here. Well, man, this bag is almost taken up a full meter of this X50 Tactical. Wow. Wow. I really didn't expect that, to be honest. I really thought it would be less, but when you do all of the trimmings, I think that was one thing, you know, this white bag, I used some of the black VX21. On this one, I'm using all X50 Tactical for everything. So, yeah, I mean, it goes quick. Definitely goes quick. So I mean, you're talking 56 euros for this 1 meter of fabric. So I mean, you're talking basically a bag is going to take 1 meter of fabric. Let's just say. So that's 56 euros right there, plus shipping. That's, I mean, you know, that's not cheap, to say the least. I think it cost 85 euros to make this shipment to us from Germany. That included a few other things, but mostly this. And shipping. Shipping was like 13 euros. Anyway. Do it from here. So 34. 31 and a half. Okay. When I'm in these situations where I feel like I want to compromise a little bit, like, oh, how can I save some fabric? Of course, I do want to save fabric wherever I can, but I don't want to compromise the finished product, you know? I feel like, you know, and it's easily, if I'm not trying to make tons and tons of money, it's fairly easy to rationalize it, because you think, well, you know, this bag, you know, even if I spend 100 euros on it making it, it would still be worth it. Because I couldn't buy it for 100 euros. I guess, how much would this cost? This is gonna probably end up costing me, this bag, you know, let's just say 40, 50, 60. It's about 60 euros probably. Yeah, not to mention like all the other little things that you need that I have already, of course, but you don't have to include that. Let's just say 60. 60 sounds good. All right, let's see how am I gonna do this. I feel like I'm gonna go 30. All right, anyway, I'm gonna make this and then, yeah, put it on. That's the plan. That is the plan. Let's see. Kind of an interesting idea, like make have it where people could order. Nah, I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. I was gonna say like they order the stuff and then have it shipped to me, but that's ridiculous. I was just thinking, like, you know, you sort of buy the stuff on your own, ship it to the maker, and then they make it, you know? Kind of, what would that be like? I guess is, you know, bring your own parts to like a mechanic or something. You know, the mechanic usually will upsell the fabric, or not the fabric, but the parts, because they, you know, they source them. It takes energy, takes effort to do that. I guess you really do have to, you know, figure out how much it costs. I mean, if this bag actually cost me 60 euros, I don't think selling it for 400 euros is crazy. I mean, this nice of a bag is, I mean, this is a really, really nice bag. I mean, it's really nice fabric, and then the construction is sort of like high-end kind of thing. And I mean, one thing I would love to do, I would love to be able to ship these bags exactly like this, in a box, shipping it. And so when they take it out of the box, it's literally like right here, and it's ready to go. I don't want to smash it. Definitely don't want to smash it. Anyway, I'm gonna go. This video's been quite long.